Welcome to Story Circle Toys this week, and this week it is vintage Star Wars. So this channel was mainly started just to look at Star Wars, but as my collecting's gone along, obviously I've taken in a lot more toys than I ever considered to be in the first place. But Star Wars is still my number one love. Return of Jedi is one of my most favorite films of all time, and I've been picking up lots of Star Wars stuff. What has happened with this channel is, originally I was just going to do kind of box openings of stuff I got through like Trade Me. I don't shop on eBay, so it's mainly the local Trade Me, and obviously Marketplace. But what's happened is that I've found enough content every week to do stuff. Lots of toy shows and shops and stuff like that. So what has happened is a whole bunch of items that I have collected, that I've picked up online, have gone into a big pile, and this is it. Well, this isn't all of it. There's actually more to come, but what I'm going to do is rapid fire. Next 10 minutes I'm going to open as much vintage Star Wars for you as possible. So this is the first pile. Now look, some of the stuff I have kind of pre-opened because, some of my first videos I spent way too much time actually cracking open the boxes than actually showing you the toys. So without much ado, I'm going to crack in here. Now hopefully all this is in fact vintage Star Wars stuff, because I'm not entirely sure. I've got a whole pile of stuff up I started going through last night, and to be honest, some of the things I picked up weren't stuff I'd forgotten I ordered. So this looks like Kenner figures, so let's go here. So I collected Kenner figures when I was a kid. I didn't have a big collection at all. So my collection now would make 5-6-year-old Alan very, very jealous. I'm going to be so careful. These Kenner figures, man, I wish I started collecting them earlier, because they are getting harder to get in good condition and with the accessories. So first one out of the box, we have an hopefully Empire Strikes Back. We have Luke and Hoth gear. Again, look, the biggest thing with all of these toys, these action figures from the 70s and 80s, is making sure, one, they're in good condition, one, these limbs seem to be good, and two, they've got the original accessory. Look, there are repro accessories around, so you can never be too sure this looks good. There are ways to check them, but that's, greatly surprised whoever I brought this off on Trade Me. Thank you very much. Next one here. So I must have brought two figures off this person. Obviously, purchasing off Facebook is more and more common with all the various groups. So let's see. I can tell who we've got here, and I'm hoping again this is a complete figure. With my collection, I'm quite content to wait until figures come up. Alright, here we go. A beautiful Bib Fortuna, Return of a Jedi. The cloak is in great condition. He's got his little waistcoat, and most importantly, he has a staff, which is actually not from the movie at all. This is a addition in the toy line, although in the Book of Boba Fett, Bib Fortuna is seen with this. So it's something that was in the toy line, not in the movies, but now coming full circle to be on the TV show. All right, next one. See, you can tell hopefully these are all little loose Kenner figures, because they're all very... All right, so this one gives it away. This is a figure. Yes, I'm so glad this is in the pile. Again, I've had so much stuff come in. I've literally got a couple of boxes of unopened stuff, and that is terrible. I mean, look, I don't know. I'm in a position where I can purchase toys. I have a budget. It's not endless, but leaving so many toys unpacked is a little bit of a crime. I'm sure you're sitting there going, what are you doing? All right, let's get this open. I'm very appreciative that these people seem to have packed all these quite well. So the Stormtrooper figure was obviously one of the original line from Star Wars. Oh, this is very well packed. And one of the things about it is getting them in good condition is very hard, because the plastic actually yellows on these ones. So here we go, and weapon. So he needs a little bit of a clean, but he's in good condition. You'll notice there you've got yellowing on the body, but not on the arms. I'm not sure why that is. It's a different plastic, perhaps, but most importantly, he has his gun there, and the limbs are pretty good. So, yeah, the Stormtrooper. Lots of people like to army build this as well, so this is why it's hard to get them, because people start with 1, 2, then 3, then 4. All right, again, great figure. Let's go to the next one. Oh, again, very well packaged. Oh. Let's try and get this open as quickly as possible. Alright, layers upon layers. I'm sorry. But hopefully you're excited. I mean, who, little 6-year-old, 7, 8-year-old Alan, would he have ever expected to be able to just be opening toys like this? Certainly not. Yeah, I had a collection, but I collected so much because it seemed like every year the figures that I brought the previous year were no longer available. Now I don't know what this is. Is this actually Star Wars? This might be. This might not be Star Wars at all. What have we got here? Okay, this is not Star Wars at all. This is Fozzie Bear. I do remember ordering these. So bang, that is our first Star Wars fail of the day. Let's see what the other one is. I have a feeling this is another Muppets character. It must be. And bang, we have some PVCs. We have Fozzie Bear and Miss Piggy. Oh, those are cool, but not at all Star Wars related. So strike 1 for that. Now this one, I think I do remember what this is. Let's have a look here. This is not a figure, but it is something I hope is very cool. I meant to do a video one day about cool paper or plastic and about some of the kind of I suppose, non-toy elements that I've been collecting, like stickers and cards. New Zealand has a rich history of its own Star Wars items that are exclusive. The Tip Top stickers are one of the key ones, but there's several card sets, and there is a great guide to a lot of this, and I will flash it up on the screen in about 2 seconds if you're looking for more information on the history of exclusive New Zealand stickers and cards. Now this one, here we go. Alright, sorry, I'm going to just make sure there's nothing else in that package. This is very random, but very cool. It is a Japanese Star Wars poster, and I have to get this framed. That is some awesome art. It's not it's obviously... I have to get somebody to translate this, but that is very cool. And it's like, it's obviously a few Star Wars images put together. I'm not sure if it's going to stand, but I'm going to put it up there in the corner. No, it is not going to stand. But that is very cool. Now, this one here, big shout out. This is from a friend of the channel. This is from Henry Moore. Henry's been a good friend since the days that I used to manage a store. I hope this is the one from Henry. But he reached out to me saying he enjoyed the videos, and I was like, thank you, Henry. And that he had found, or his mother had found, some Star Wars figures. I'm just going to open this off camera as I try and get into this box. So I really appreciate this. I picked up the figures from him. And shout out to him. Henry is getting into the business. He is opening a card merchant store coming up real soon in Silverdale, up in North Auckland. So yeah, check that out. I will try and, I think we got a Facebook page now, so I will try and flash that up on screen as we open what Henry's got me. So let's see, what do we got from Henry? Well, I know, but let's see what they look like. So first of all, there we go, a lovely C-3PO. The legs are a little loose on this one, but the plastic is absolutely, the gold is beautiful. I can't quite see the year on the back of it. They always tend to have the little rusty screw in there, but that's not so bad. But yeah, this is a beautiful R2-D2. So let's put that down. About the last one, the one that he showed me that I purchased off him, Really excited for because I don't have one of these and it's in pretty good condition. There we go. We have a beautiful R2-D2. So the thing with these R2-D2s, that the stickers on them obviously get very damaged over time. So you see there's a little bit of damage on it, but not much. And also the chrome. So the chrome up here. So this was a really, really appreciate this pickup. So I can put this beside a C3PO at some point. Bang. I'm really happy. Okay, so we have a bunch of figures. God, I can't arrange all of them up here. I need like a little stand. Maybe like now I'll flash up some revolving pictures of all these cool figures and the poster I got there. But now I have some big items. So again, I hope these are Star Wars. Bang, let's see what's in this box. Okay, so I pre-opened this, but I didn't dive in. And there's a lot of packaging. Okay, I think whatever it is in here. And I see green, so I think I know what this is. This is another sweet early figure. And again, yes, he's got his weapon. Of course, looking nothing like he did in the actual films. Oh, can I get that gun? We have our favorite Rhodian. We have Greedo. So, yeah. Love getting these monsters. Let's see if we can put his actual gun in. There we go. So, fantastic little figure. The head sculpt is amazing on this. The actual, what should I say? His actual suit has nothing like he appears in A New Hope. So, look at those little eye dots. Very cool. Now, what do we got left? We've got a couple... Oh, see, and now I'm going through the rubbish. So, here we go. We have one big box. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. So we have two items left. This is a big box. Let's go. But I think I know what this one is because there could be a few things that are this size. There we go. I love Return of the Jedi. And loving Return of the Jedi, I mean, I'm more than happy to say I'm a huge fan of Ewoks. And I don't think you can appreciate this size. But this is a Latara stuffed Ewok figure. This is amazing because, one, this is huge. I'm going to try and put it back a little further so you can actually see it. I'm going to just tilt the camera here a bit. But it is massive Ewok. Probably needs a little clean. He's got all his gear. He even has the tag on there, which is just absolutely perfect for me. Yeah. Man, I love this little guy. I've got a Wicket to go with him, so this is my second plushie. This is my second Ewok plushie. Okay, now this particular package is... Next one is months and months old. Let's see if I can get everything out of one piece. Ah, so this person has very well packaged it. Oh, and I think we can see it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, people. I've got so much here. This is a mess. Here we go. This is a carded Return of the Jedi, Lando Calrissian, and Skiff Guard disguise. Now, I think I picked this up for a really good deal. This card can definitely do its cleaning. It is unpunched, which is very cool. Look, these old blisters obviously are yellowed. Definitely a bit of a clean can be done. It's dusty, but it is all in one piece. There we go. Yeah, so I will be cleaning this up. Look, that is the full line from Return of the Jedi. This has got one of the Japanese stickers on the back for the Japanese market. You see there. So that's actually a sticker over top. Collectible 65. Man, I wish I was a kid, but I am getting there. So yeah, I always love this. I do have this loose, I think. So this is, I got to get a blister for this real soon. So yeah, love Return of the Jedi. Getting Calrissian, his force pike, his helmet. I cannot wait to take to not a toothbrush, probably just I don't know how to clean it up actually. Probably cotton buds to clean this up. All right, that is all. I think I have now reduced my unopened pile significantly. Yeah, I'm sorry that this is all a bit of a mess, but I'm gonna show up some nice videos of everything I picked up here, all my stuff. Forgive my setup. I'm gonna continue to try and get this set up, Beautiful there. All right, that is Story Circle Toys. We're coming more videos in the coming weeks. There's a number of shows that we're going to be in attendance to coming up. A couple we're going to be running stalls. A couple we're just going to be down for shopping. That is Story Circle Toys. We'll catch you next week. Drop me a like, comment, or subscribe. Catch you later.